The hearing didn't just warm up, it straight up ignited. Candace Owens sat down with Republican Congressman Andy Biggs, and before anyone could catch their breath, the entire Democrat bench, Ilhan Omar, Adam Schiff, the whole squad, started looking like they crashed the wrong party. They weren't even on the witness list, but somehow they became the main punchline. Before I break down exactly how Candace and Biggs turned this into a full-on roast session, smash that subscribe button right now so you don't miss these no-holds-barred takedowns.
Oh my goodness. Candace Owens, Director of Communications at the Conservative. Nobody else is described as progressive or liberal, but you are described as a conservative advocacy group, Turning Point USA, and a conservative commentator and political activist known for her criticism of Black Lives Matter and the Democrat Party. I think you've caused my friends on the left to go to their safe spaces, and I'd love to explore with you a little bit of the reason for that. Do you consider yourself a conservative?
I am a conservative, yes.
Okay. Are you pro-life?
I am pro-life.
Okay. Does that trigger people when you see them, that they know that you're pro-life?
It makes them very upset, and okay. Democrats hate me.
Do you own a gun?
Pardon?
Do you own a gun?
No, sir.
When next time you come to Colorado, we'll take you shooting. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Are you proud of your family?
I'm very proud of my family.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you hate Americans with black skin color?
Absolutely not. I actually love Americans with black skin color so much that I'm willing to fall on the sword 1,000 times for them to wake up and realize that we are being lied to, abused, and used by the Democrats.
How about Americans with white skin color? Do you hate them?
I do not, and that's a problem for people on the left.
Do you hate Hispanics?
I do not.
Do you hate Asians?
I do not.
Do you hate lesbians or gays or anybody from the LGBTQ community?
Nope, I've got all of that in my family.
I'm baffled because in the chairman's opening statement, he said that you openly associate with purveyors of hate.
Yes, purveyors of hate by his definition is anybody that supports the president. I support the president because he's done a tremendous job in helping the black community, despite all of the rhetoric from the media and leftists, which do not want him to be successful.
Tell me a little bit about how the president has helped the black community, if you would, please.
Well, he's lowered the black unemployment rate. It's the lowest it's ever been in the history. He's getting us off of our feet. We see, I believe the last number I checked was 3.5 million people are off of food stamps, something that the Black Caucus sat down and didn't applaud. Neither did any of the Democrats applaud, because they want a system where blacks are dependent on the government. They are the people that put in place the policies that broke down the black family, and the biggest problem that's facing our community is father absence. In every room that I've been in with the president, he talks about real issues, and he doesn't pander to us. He doesn't do Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's southern drawl accent and speaking to us like we're slaves. He asks us important questions, and the most important question he could have asked was, Black America, what do you have to lose? Because we were already losing under Democrat leadership.
Do you believe that you openly associate with purveyors of hate?
I absolutely do not. I have no tolerance for hate whatsoever.
Do you believe that college campuses should be open discussions, or there should be open discussions on college campuses for various issues?
I absolutely do. You know, I do a campus tour tonight. I'm flying up to the University of Connecticut to continue that, and we are being met with aggressive leftist groups. 3 Antifa chapters have declared they're going to try to shut it down, and we face this violence every day on the left, and nobody ever wants to talk about it.
And I guess what I was going to ask you, you went on to explain it before I got a chance to, but have you ever been disinvited from speech opportunities at college campuses because of your conservative views?
All the time.
Is that a form of hatred, do you think?
Of course it is, and we're not talking enough about political hatred in this country. We're not talking enough about conservative activists being attacked, like myself. We had a student whose dorm was set on fire for being a member of the Turning Point chapter, and all we preach is for free markets and capitalism as a means to lift the most people out of poverty. That is my belief, and of course, my main thesis is that black people do not have to be Democrats, and we are not owned by the left, and I understand that causes some people trouble.
So, as a conservative, you've attended many conservative events and visited with many conservatives. And I am not denying for a moment that there are white supremacists and we should condemn white supremacists, that there are Nazis and we should condemn Nazis, that there are hateful groups all across the political spectrum and we should condemn those. But in your interactions with conservatives, have you seen hateful speech, bigotry, race among the conservatives that you've associated with?
I speak in front of conservatives probably 3 times a week. I jump on a stage and I say everything pro-black, and they are so supportive and they applaud. All they want is for black Americans to realize that they are Americans first and foremost. Conservatives are patriots. The president is a patriot, and I'm a patriot, and there is no skin color in patriotism.
Every single answer felt like a direct jab at Ilhan Omar, who wasn't even in the hot seat, but was catching all the smoke. You could practically see her eyebrows climbing higher every time Candace dropped something sane and grounded. Andy Biggs leans in and hits her with, "Do you hate black Americans, white Americans, Hispanics, Asians?" Candace fires back without missing a beat. No, 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 and no. Meanwhile, the Democrats are looking around like, wait, is she allowed to just say that out loud? Adam Schiff sitting there blinking like a confused goldfish, probably already drafting a complaint because Candace refused to play the villain role they scripted for her. If they had popcorn, they'd have choked on it. Then Biggs drops the big one, "Do you hang around purveyors of hate?" Candace almost laughs. She lays it out clean. According to Democrats, anyone who supports the president is automatically hateful. Translation, by their rules, anyone they don't like magically becomes a bigot. At this point, Ilhan Omar's face looked like she'd just smelled something rotten. Probably the faint scent of actual truth creeping in. Candace starts rolling off the stats. Black unemployment records smash. Food stamp rolls down. Economic wins stacking up. The Democrats are shifting in their seats so hard you think they sat on hot coals. Then she pivots and exposes the real wrecking ball on black communities. Democrat policies that fueled fatherlessness, dependency, and broken families. Andy Biggs is nodding along like he's front row at a Grammy-worthy performance. Schiff looks like he wants to pull the fire alarm. Ilhan Omar suddenly gets super interested in her desk papers, studying them like they're written in ancient hieroglyphs she can't read. The Democrats tried to look cool and unfazed, but their faces screamed, "Why is this happening to us?" Candace wraps it with the Antifa campus chaos. Conservative students getting attacked. Biggs, isn't that hate? Candace, damn right it is. Democrats' visible panic hits peak. They were praying she wouldn't mention the part where the left is the one throwing fists. Omar stares at the ceiling like she's begging for a recess. Schiff adjusts his glasses so many times it looked like a nervous tick workout. By the end, this wasn't a hearing anymore. It was a tag team roast with Candace Owens and Andy Biggs serving facts so scorching the Democrats needed SPF 100. Ilhan Omar wasn't the witness, but she caught more political smoke than anybody in the room. Schiff didn't fare much better. Looked like he aged 5 years and 30 minutes. Candace walked out stronger than she walked in. Democrats walked out wondering why they even bothered showing up. If this breakdown had you grinning or nodding hard, smash that like button, drop Candace and Biggs' tag team victory in the comments, and share this with someone who loves their facts served with fire. See you in the next one.